When looking at some of the biggest fall-offs we have ever seen, the Marvel fall-off doesn't go that far behind, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Mid-2010s, Marvel was absolutely crushing it, man, from everything out there. From the movies, the box offices, everything. Marvel literally couldn't miss. There's Marvel projects out there that in the long run were pretty bad, but the fact that they made over $800 million in the box office shows how dangerous and how deadly and how much of a juggernaut Marvel was. But nowadays, it's not looking too hot for Marvel, man. Other than Spider-Man No Way Home, it's been miss after miss after miss, and other than that, it's just been a bunch of mid. You've had some misses to mid, but not the peak that they used to do. But now we have Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars coming up, and we're gonna hear talk about what exactly the expectations are for Avengers Doomsday. We got a lot of trailers coming out, a lot of leaks, things like that. So the very first trailer, Steve Rogers is back, not Captain America. Steve Rogers is back with a kid. Very interesting to see. This is the route they're gonna go. I don't know what this could tie into. Steve Rogers coming back as Captain America. What could this mean? Number one, he's in another universe where Doctor Doom is being affected and things like that. Or what happened at the end of Avengers Endgame, because they did say that Doomsday is gonna be right after Avengers Endgame, is what he did of, turning in all the stones and doing all this, multiverse stuff did affect the multiverse, and Doctor Doom is gonna come after Steve Rogers. Now, again, what does this mean for Captain America? What does this mean for the Falcon? What does this mean for all these characters, man? I'm not gonna lie, throwing Steve Rogers in there is a huge, crazy situation, because it's like we thought he was done, his story was complete. I guess not. They got to bring in the big bucks back. Obviously makes sense. Chris Evans coming back as Steve Rogers, not really Captain America. I'm really interested to see how they're gonna tie in, the Steve Rogers narrative. Maybe, it's a rivalry of, Captain America versus Doctor Doom. I don't know. Now, if we look at some of the other trailers, we got the Thor trailer coming back, a Doctor Doom, and we got an overall trailer at the end. That's what the rumor is. So what can they do for Avengers Doomsday? Honestly, I've been hearing a lot of stuff. I've been hearing it's going to be a more grounded, Avengers movie, similar to like 2012. Not really grounded because it did go in space, but similar to like, hey, like Loki's in town, same thing with Doctor Doom. I really don't know what they're going to do. There's a ton of characters that are in the mix. So, man, there's so much they can do. A lot of the expectations for Doctor Doom is that if Doctor Doom does not perform well at the box office, Secret Wars is going to be an utter garbage. And we also got a lot of rumors that Tobey Maguire might be the Spider-Man for Avengers Doomsday. Maybe that's a mix. And again, the Robert Downey Jr. aspect is really simple. What I think might happen is they might take the story adaptation of, for example, Tony Stark becoming Doctor Doom from another universe into this universe, because there's a lot of stuff with the Fantastic Four, the Thunderbolts, the new Avengers, the different teams. Loki's in the mix as well with Thor and Anthony Mackie as Captain America. So there's so many avenues they can go, along with the X-Men. There's so much going on in the movie. And at the end of the day, I do trust the Russo brothers and stuff like that, because, they made Civil War, they made Endgame, they made Infinity War, they made all these great movies that had a lot going on. You look at something like Infinity War, from top to bottom, Infinity War is what we call peak cinema right there. How could you go wrong with Infinity War? It's a top to bottom. You have both plots, from Captain America to Iron Man to Black Panther, all of the different sides that are taking place. That's exactly what we're seeing. And it's amazing to see the impact that they're able to have in something like Avengers Endgame, something that had a really complex story, 3 hours, time travel, all the craziness, that they're able to make it work. Obviously, Infinity War is better than Endgame, 100% correct. It's really interesting to see what exactly they were going to do. So when it comes to Avengers Doomsday, I do trust them for Avengers Doomsday, but it's going to be really interesting to see. No Tom Holland Spider-Man, no Doctor Strange. I don't think he was rumored in there too. We got Shang-Chi, we got the rest of them in Doctor Doom. What I'm imagining they're going to do is, let's say this is after Avengers Endgame, right? Thanos is gone, everyone's gone, stuff like that. I do think the opening scene of the movie is going to be somewhat relating to Doctor Doom, of how he comes into power. Is he going to, reveal himself like kind of like a Thanos did in the Infinity War, how he was one of the ones and stuff like that? I do think they're going to grab a lot of inspiration from the Infinity War and Endgame type of movies, how at the beginning of it, Thanos is just ripping through everyone and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for Doomsday. The big surprises I believe we're going to get, I do believe we're going to get a lot of Tobey Maguire. I do think Tobey Maguire is going to be the Spider-Man, because we have some leaked pictures that did come out of Tobey Maguire in that situation. Now, a lot of people thought they were AI. All the AI stuff coming out is really interesting as well, because we don't even know what's true and what's not true. Is that true? Is that not true? What's going on with the leaked AI stuff going on? But I do think Tobey Maguire is in the movie. We get, Cyclone, we got Anthony Mackie, Captain America, Steve Rogers, Chris Evans. Like, we got the whole spill, Robert Downey Jr. There's not a lot of leaks going out besides the trailer, besides the trailer portion, and how it's like, oh, this is what it is, the Captain America trailer and stuff like that. The stuff that we do have out when it comes to the Captain America side, Steve Rogers side, I don't really know what the lane is going to go with Steve Rogers? Is he like a variant of another universe? He has a kid now. Like, is that kid gonna have a role? Like, I mean, I like the idea of Chris Evans coming back, but it basically means that his entire sacrifice of sacrificing his old age and sacrificing himself basically to fix the timeline is completely like it doesn't matter, like, because he's here. Like, I do trust the Russo brothers enough to make it correct, you know. And same thing with Sam Wilson's Captain America. Like, what is that gonna happen? Like, he's the new Captain America, but Steve Rogers is coming back. Like, he pulls out his armor, so like, is he really gonna be Captain America, or gonna be two Captain Americas? Like, is he gonna just take a back seat? Like, I would love to know, but I mean, it's gonna be really interesting to see, man. Guys, early stuff for Doomsday. What do you guys think is gonna happen? Do you want, you know, Tom Holland Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? Who do you want out there on the field when it comes to Doomsday? But if you guys can, man, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let me know what we should cover next. We got Five Nights at Freddy's, Mario, Sister Location, whatever you guys want. See you in the next video. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and I'll see you in the next video.